Zods. So today we're going to talk about Destined Rivals and what you should do as a collector or as an investor. And again, not financial advice, just do what you want, but yeah, this is just what I think at the moment. So I think right now it's actually good for the collector and for the investor on both fronts, but more beneficial for the collectors, because what is happening right now is the set is not as good as everyone expected, or at least what the market expected. The market has initially priced a very high value to the set, even to the point that it might even exceed Prismatic Evolutions. But after all the art reviews, I think the market has cooled down right now. All the sealed products is dropping quite a bit. There was a slight rise in the booster boxes after the review of the artwork, sort of a dead cat bounce, just coming back a bit. But I think once release comes through, you'll see the products having another wave of drop. So the booster boxes might even drop to the low 200s and even lower. So as a collector, really just wait for release. People will start opening packs, and since there's only 11 SARs and 3 of it is character SARs, I mean trainer SARs, so basically there's only 8 SRR Pokemons. So as more and more people open these cards, the single prices will just drop, just like Journey Together. And it's not really strong artwork, and I'm not really hating on it. I still think this is a good artwork. I mean, in my previous video I gave this 3.5 out of 5, maybe even a 4. But I'll just probably have to see this in person. Maybe after the texture and the way it shines, I might give this card a 4. This is still my chase card, but I don't think it's going to be a ridiculous price at the outset. Maybe over the long term, once the market decides what it wants to do, but at the outset I don't see a high price tag for Giovanni's or Mewtwo EX SIR. Yeah, that's just my view. Artwork is not that great, even and this Motors. If I were to rank sort of the artworks of these SARs, I would say Mewtwo EX is the number 1, and then we're followed by Nidoking, and maybe Moltres, and then Crobat, because how can you even compare Crobat with Moltres, right? And then I have no idea what these are. I mean, these will probably be like the pricing for Prismatic Evolutions. They would be lower than $100, probably close to $50 in the first few weeks. So yeah, it's really a bit underwhelming. So as a collector, wait for the cards to be opened and then just buy the singles. Buy the singles that you like. Wait for maybe a couple of weeks for the market to settle. I think as more and more cards are opened, this will just drop a lot. And then yeah, just pick it up when you think it's affordable to your price point. So that's what I would do if you're a collector. I might do the same. I will open a few packs. If I can't get the Giovanni's Mewtwo, I'll probably just wait for it to get low enough, and then I'll buy it up. For the investors, I mean, if this is right now the market price, don't even try and get in at these prices. 319 for booster box and 158 for ETB. Wait for release, and even a few days after release. At release, just like any other set, it will drop a lot. Even Prismatic Evolutions, which is arguably the strongest set of Scarlet and Violet, dropped from 150 to 100 at release. So I don't see this as an exception, given that it's a weaker set than Prismatic Evolutions. I think this set is only slightly stronger than Surgeon Sparks, just the more I look at it. And it's weaker than 151, and then 151 is weaker than Prismatic Evolutions. So I do see this price going from 158 upon release all the way to 100, and then even dropping below 100 to $90, $80. It's very likely. So if you're an investor, wait for that to happen, and reprints are probably also likely to happen. So just give it a couple of weeks. If you can't get it close to MSRP or at MSRP, just don't invest. Just wait for the reprints to come through and then pick it up at MSRP. For the booster box, again, yeah, you see here, dropped from, what's this, let's look at a month. Okay, this is looks like the booster box. Okay, it dropped all the way to 274 and now it's sort of coming up to 319. So yeah, upon release this thing will again drop a lot, so it will go to 200 something. Again, if you're an investor, if you can't pick it up at pre-orders right now at MSRP, don't get it at the market price. Either wait for the reprint to come through and then pick it up at MSRP, or wait for this price to drop upon release. See if you're comfortable with entering at a particular price. Maybe by then market sentiment would have changed. You never know. I mean, the market is so unpredictable. So maybe once they hold the card in their hands, they might like it, you know? There might be another wave of people saying, oh, you know what, this is probably the best art ever. But right now, I just, that's probably unlikely. I mean, out of the Destined Rivals, so which is Glory of Team Rocket and Heatwave Arena, I only see this as a decent SIR, and so that's one from Glory of Team Rockets, and from Heatwave Arena there's probably two, but it's probably mainly Cynthia's Garchomp, that's either SIR Chase and arguably Ethan's Ho-Oh. For the IRs, I think this one's the best, Ethan's Typhlosion, and I just can't find a decent one in Destined Rivals. Maybe just this Team Rocket's mouth, that's the only one. Other ones, I don't know, man. Even the promo for the ETB is very weak, so ETB prices will probably not have a strong support. So that's really what you do as a, what I would do as a collector and an investor. So I'm collecting, chasing a couple SARs and the IRs. I'll just wait for release, wait for a few days, maybe a week. As more and more of these singles are opened, they'll just drop a lot, and then I'll just pick it up at what I think makes sense, and I'll just buy the singles. And from my investor's perspective, I got some pre-orders in at MSRP. Depending on allocations, whatever I get is whatever I get. And if there's another reprint and I get a chance to buy it at MSRP, I'll probably pick up some more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Catch you next one.